right, so let's keep this pretty compressed. Thank you and good morning, Hall of Fame committee, members, inductees, fellow wrestlers, families, and friends. When Coach Dave Ryan asked me to speak at this event, I was truly honored. And of course I said yes. You don't get these opportunities too often. Talk about a person that you feel so, that you cherish so much. He proceeded by telling me, this is not a roast race, so keep it PG. So I will try to honor your request, Coach. I will try. I do got 5 minutes. I'm very thankful that Coach gave me the opportunity to express my gratitude and share with all of you the type of man Dave Ryan has always been. Now I know I only have a few minutes, so let me start by expressing some key attributes that are synonymous with Coach Ryan. Committed, dedicated, caring, and above all else, a person of integrity. There are just a few words that I can describe who Coach Ryan is, but Coach is more than just words. His story is about people and wrestlers that have been blessed to be mentored by him. I'm truly happy to stand in front of all of you this morning and say that I'm one of those blessed wrestlers. I met Coach Ryan in 1987, my freshman year at Miami Springs Senior High School. Go Hawks. I was walking down the hallway to my drafting class and there stood a man, a much younger man. Selling donuts to raise money for the school's wrestling team.
That was all up front.
Yeah. I was feeling kind of down for not making the varsity baseball team, so I purchased 2 donuts before my class, and when the man gave me back my change, he surprisingly asked me, "How much do you weigh?" I responded, 160 pounds, with half-eaten donut coming out of my mouth. He then said, "There's wrestling practice this afternoon, and you should show up and give it a try." That is the day my friendship started with Coach Ryan, and my life changed forever. I started 4 years for Miami Springs wrestling team, winning multiple district titles, a GMAC championship, and third place finish in the state tournament my senior year. None of my successes would have been possible without Coach Ryan's commitment to the sport of wrestling and his wrestlers. And at this time, I also want to acknowledge Coach Saunders for also being his great assistant. Thank you, Coach. Still remember those drills, sir. Even though the regular season would come to an end, his dedication continued during the off season when he traveled to freestyle and Greco-Roman tournaments throughout the state. I think someone said yesterday, it didn't matter. Coach Ryan was at every single tournament. Coach Ryan would use his own money and gas up his van and drive a handful of wrestlers to the most competitive events in the state. And if you think Florida is hot, just ride in Coach Ryan's van. So I gained so much experience watching the best wrestlers from around the country compete at these tournaments. Though I didn't always achieve success, these tournaments really opened my eyes to the sacrifice that was truly needed to reach the next level in my wrestling career. Coach Ryan knew this. He knew that by exposing his wrestlers to the highest level of competition, we would grow up as wrestlers and humble human beings. All my sacrifices and hard work paid off when I earned a wrestling scholarship to Wilkes University in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. At the time, Wilkes University had an NCAA Division I wrestling program, and I competed and faced with the best in the country. The Wilkes wrestling team's motto is, "Victory goes to those that are willing to pay the price." A mentality that was already engraved in me by Coach Ryan. I started 4 years for the Wilkes wrestling team, winning Freshman of the Year honors, becoming the captain of the team my senior year. And I'm lucky to say that my coach in college was John G. Reese, which is one of the winningest coaches in NCAA history. So not only am I proud to say that my college coach, my high school coach is going into the Hall of Fame, but also my college coach is also in the Hall of Fame. So very honored about that. You know, I started 4 years with Wilkes, but the biggest accomplishment for me, without a doubt, was graduating with a bachelor's degree, communication, the first in my family to ever attain this level of education. I thank you, Coach, for sending me to school and being able to do that. Coach Johnson, I thank you also. Thank you for being there for me. After graduating from college, I came back home to Miami and was hired by U.S. Customs and Border Protection. For the first 20 years, I've been honorably serving this country, the war against illicit drugs and smuggling and terrorism. The lessons I've learned through my wrestling experiences have had a positive influence in the way I perform and carry myself throughout my career. That's what wrestling does to young men. It really makes them really good human beings, hopefully. That's something that we can continue to do so in teaching our children as well. I conclude by quoting Cliff Keen, one of the famous wrestling coaches, University of Michigan, one of the initial inductees of the National Hall of Fame. He said, "From self-discipline stems self-confidence and belief in oneself. What greater lesson can a sport or a coach impart on someone?" Thank you, Coach, for introducing me to the sport of wrestling and being the person that taught me and many others to believe in oneself. You have positively impacted so many people throughout your lifetime, and I can say that many of us in this room feel proud that we are able to be a small part of that life. This is a truly well-deserved honor and a recognition that we all are happy and thankful to be a part of. Thank you, Coach Ryan, and congratulations